Hello and welcome back to Adventure Worthy. In this first impressions episode, we're having a look at Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Gunslinger is the fourth installment in the Call of Juarez series and is a Western-themed arcade-style FPS. It was developed by Techland, published by Ubisoft, and released on Steam on the 22nd of May. Gunslinger features three unique game modes in the form of story mode, arcade mode, and duel mode, and will throw us headfirst into the life of the badass bounty hunter called Silas Greaves. Sounds good to me, so let's jump in, give it a try, and see whether it's worthy of a grand adventure or not. Here we are at the main menu, and right now I'm going to let you know that this is the second take at my first impressions of this game. The reason for that is because they released an update, a patch for the game. It is now version 1.0.1, as you can see down here, and it is also now a whole lot better. I played this game for, let's say, half an hour to an hour the first time around, and at the end of that, I was like, no, I completely despise this game, mostly because of all the technical issues I was having, because of how terrible the engine performed on my PC, because of the sound problems I was having, because of all sorts of other stuff that have, fortunately, now been rectified. The game is performing amazingly well. They fixed the micro stuttering issue I had. I'll put a little example on the screen somewhere of how it actually looked when I was trying to play before they patched it. Now, there were all sorts of workarounds and things that I could have attempted to use. But come on. If you release a game in such a terrible state, in such a state that, let's say, 50% of the people can't even play it and enjoy it properly, then you should be ashamed of yourself. You truly should. But they responded quickly with a patch, so I'm happy. I'm happy to be giving this game another try, because I didn't want to condemn it. I didn't want to. No, don't want to give it a negative rating just because of technical issues that should probably not even have been there. But I thought it was at least worth mention. So now let's go into it and have a look if everything is in fact working as intended. Firstly, on the main menu here, you'll see there are leaderboards, achievements, and nuggets of truth. The leaderboards and achievements we're not going to have a look at, but they are what they say they are. These are online leaderboards, and the achievements are just things that you unlock. But, speaking of unlocks, there are nuggets of truth to collect in this game. And as you progress through the game and you find hidden objects, then they unlock different little knowledge bombs here. About, say, Stinking Springs. Or the Lincoln County War. About characters you meet in the game, about locations in the game, as you can see, about weapons and all sorts of other stuff. It's kind of cool if you really want to get into the lore of the game, really immerse yourself in the setting. And I guess if I had a lot more time to play, I would do that. I really would, because I'm a sucker for westerns. But let's have a look at the help and options menu and see what's going on here. There's a how to play section, but we're going to kind of avoid this because we're going to be starting right at the beginning of the game. We're going to go through the tutorial section and they will teach us how to play there. You can customize all your controls. It's kind of cool that you can change your mouse smoothing, your sensitivity, and your sensitivity on duels separately. Then you can obviously rebind all your keys. Good all round. There are some game options here that, well, they're here. I don't have much to say about them. The video options aren't bad. The game does perform amazingly well now that they've patched it, and I really have nothing negative to say about this, except that they should have had in video options an option to remove the silly black border around the screen. It is the one annoying thing that's left in this game. Truly, it is. And in the audio options, we've got the music, sound effects, speech, narration and movies volume, and subtitles. You might want to turn the subtitles on because it's not always so easy to understand what the cowboys are shouting at you. Then there are credits. But now, we're going to have a look at those three game modes I spoke about. There's story, arcade, and duels. The story is the most basic of the modes, I guess, in the sense that you're playing from the one end of the campaign to the other. You go through a whole bunch of chapters, you learn about the life and times of Silas Greaves, and it's pretty interesting. Arcade mode, right the heck here, is almost exactly like the story mode, but without the story, and when you jump in there, you actually get to customize your character, your skill loadout, your weapons and everything before you start playing. So you get to play through pieces that you played through in the story mode, but now you get to do it for a score, or for a rating, or for a number of stars. And you obviously also, in getting those stars or that high score, compete with other people from all around the world on the leaderboard. So it's kind of fun, and I think that this game could actually be really competitive, just because the engine and the gunplay and everything feels so solid. The duels, well, I'm not going to talk about the duels here too much. You'll see what the duels are like once we start playing, but I can just mention that you also do them for score or rating. But with all that said, let's jump in and give the story mode a whirl. We're going to be starting a new game now because I feel that is the best idea, as I mentioned before. And we're going to be going on hard because I tried normal the last time around, and at the end of the first mission or level or chapter, they said, well, listen here, Lumin. Normal seems to be way too easy for a gunslinger such as you. Try hard. And I was like, well, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the confidence boost. And then I got slaughtered in the next mission. But I should be able to handle it. I really should. Now, there's a lot of narration in this game. I firstly must tell you straight off the bat that I love the way they tell the story. I love the art style that they use in the cinematics, but I don't want to talk over them. So I'm going to just watch the cinematic and enjoy it with you, and that's that.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Isn't that just too cool? I thought that the voice acting in this game was just off the hook good. They seem to have chosen the perfect voice actors for all the different people that you interact with in this game, and come on. It sounded, to me at least, like top-notch stuff. Now, I must admit that, as I said before, I'm a sucker for westerns, and I may be blinded by that fact. Maybe it's cheesy as hell, and I'm not realizing that. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows, but I like it. Let's get started.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
So as you can see, the narration is going to be constant, and in my honest opinion, it is so worth listening to. It's amazing. Kind of reminds me of the whole Bastion setup, and that has actually become kind of common in games nowadays, but I like it. I think the voice actor they chose for Silas Greaves is absolutely magnificently amazing, and he does most of the voice acting for the game. He actually does voices of other people while he's telling the story to you, and I think it works really well. One thing I said before I really don't like is the silly black border around the screen. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know why it's there and why I can't turn it off. Anyway. Now I can actually go off and explore around this area and probably in doing so find a couple of those nuggets of truth. But I think to try and keep things moving along and keep things interesting, we're going to stick with going where they want us to go and try and progress with the story. Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Guns out. Let's do this. Wow, that guy's wearing some seriously loud clothing. Both of them. Why? Why? Don't they have any common sense? They are standing out like sore thumbs. Let's do this. Double headshot incoming. Bam! What? No! No. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. Eventually I got them both. You earn experience by killing enemies you needed for leveling up and gaining extra abilities. Glorious. Let's do
Was
this.
it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Yeah, right.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Me moving fast. I think we all know that's not going to happen. Gunslinger. Dual-wielding desperado, ranger, long-distance sharpshooter, and trapper, close quarters fighter. These are the 3 talent trees that you've got access to. I am obviously going to be going for ranger, the long-distance sharpshooter, and the first skill here is eagle eye. Ironsight slows down time. Take your time when aiming. When you aim a long or one-handed weapon, you'll get a fraction of concentration like slowdown, just enough to aim perfectly. Gimme. I like the sound of that. Ooh, is there anything here to take? Oh, 2 little horsies. Oh, look at the horse armor. Bethesda would be proud. So it sounds like there's a gunfight going on here. Let's just see if we can join in. There they
Decided to
are.
help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Gunning down enemies fills your concentration gauge. Press Q to enter concentration. This is absolutely amazing. Bullet time in any shooting game is always welcome. Take this! And take BAM! And BAM! Perfect! Ah, that is so satisfying. Let's get down here. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's happening?
The governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension. Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
This game gives me Mad Dog McCree vibes. And that is such a good thing. I realize it's been many, many years since Mad Dog McCree, but somehow I just get that feeling when playing this. The same feeling I got when I played that, when I was like 8 years old or something. Now, whenever I kill someone in this game, you'll see a little score number pops up, and the more kills you string together, the more fancy the shots are that you pull off, the more score you get, and at the end of the mission, the more experience you get. So the faster you level and the more powerful you become. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And in arcade mode, this obviously all counts up and adds to your end score that then determines where you're going to be put on the leaderboards. You can even shoot chickens.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Hey, buddy. The gunplay in this game, extremely satisfying. It feels so solid. You know, your gun, it shoots and hits where you aim. That's a fact.
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Shot! Dodge it. You can avoid lethal shots
bad idea.
only when your sense of death
Would
is
be
fully
a turkey
charged.
shoot from up there.
Avoid the bullet using A to dodge left or D to dodge right. I'm thinking we're going to want to dodge right now. Look at that. Whizzing by my head. Bam! Headshot. And BAM! Ooh! Right in the back. I don't care about no honorable kills. I just want them
Luckily,
dead.
these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I
Okay.
prefer to be on top.
Oh, you
Ooh.
do?
What is this?
Indeed,
A ranger.
But where was
Oh,
I?
here's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Is he busy charmer in the lady right now? Dude, I gotta focus on the shooting. No time for women right now. Come on. Keep your mind in the game. This gun is actually pretty
A
decent.
lot of them were
I like it.
tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Wow. This place is so chaotic. And I'm really lucky that they all have these loud outfits on. Because if it wasn't for that, I would never, ever spot them. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's go, bam! And slow it down. Look at the sick move. Wow! That was amazing! Quickly, get down, get down, get down.
Truth be told,
Man.
things weren't much better behind the house.
Where are they? Come on out, buddies. I'm gonna take you all down. Oh, I see you up there. Bam! Bam! No! Hit!
Cut the
Ah!
numbers in half. But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
No, 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 no! What's happening? This is a little bit intense right now. I see you. I see you. A piercing shot. I got extra score for that because I shot through a
With
pumpkin.
seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Wow. There really are a lot of them. I think I got them. Get inside. I will do
It was a
it.
bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Glorious.
And like that, I was inside. None the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
I have to say that these cowboys have the coolest names. I suppose Dirty Dave is not the coolest of the lot of them, but come on. Some of them are off the hook crazy. Crack shot. Smart as a whip. 21 killed by age 21. Billy the Kid.
Billy
Such
looked
an
at me
amazing
and
introduction.
said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Don't mind if I
We
do.
were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us
Let's slow this down. There we go. That's much more like it. This is my kind of gun. Ooh, can I move? Good. I don't want to stand there in the line of fire. Bam, and bam. No, 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 no! I missed.
Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Yes, I can see that. No, no, no! Watch out. Who's this Billy?
That's when
Billy,
Charlie
help me
got
out.
They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
I've got them. Don't even worry, buddy. Don't even worry. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. Let's just shimmy on out and take them as they come. Hey, there's some explosives back there. That's amazing. No, no, get out of here. No. Easy, easy, easy. I've got you, buddy. You may think you're fast and sneaky sitting behind that little makeshift fence, but it ain't gonna work. I'm true shot Lumin.
Cocksuckers I personally put down.
D. No, that wasn't D.
Even to Billy.
Dodge, dodge.
Discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw
They
their
do?
attention.
Where's the Gatling? Oh, right. It's obviously the one making all those holes in the wall.
Directed that order at me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass.
Fine, you know
that
what?
I was back then.
Let's just do it. Let's see if we can find those horses and bring them around. Q to breach the door. Go, go, go. Go, Bram. Man, come on, come on, come on. No! That was the least successful breach ever. I got you.
I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What is this?
What are you
No!
saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing me.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
No, dude. You were charming the lady. Got me like a fish. As if... Whoa, 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 whoa!
Making my way
Bam.
past the castle of fallen foes.
So what I was meant to do there was I was meant to click really quickly. That was like a little quick time event that I kind of completely failed. I was just meant to click and click and click and click and I would have shot them all. But I reacted way too slowly. And I was busy thinking about charming Molly.
Hired guns.
Come on, let's get the big guns out again. Because they are much more fun
And just
to
when I
use.
thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Look at the bullets. Man, that guy was pumping out bullets fast and furious.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Boom!
After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken.
10 XP per shot. I'll do it. That's if I hit them, of course. No! Oh, how am I missing them? What is this? Take it. Wow. Okay. Pat Garrett secret.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Here we go. Our first duel. I'm so bad at these. Absolutely terrible. Proud, handsome, ham-handed. Pat Garrett. Not quite as cool as Billy the Kid's intro, but hey, at least he got an intro.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
And hands like ham. Let's do this, Pat. Come on. Now how this works is, as they say, keep your enemy in focus by moving the mouse around, and that big reticle there needs to stay focused on your enemy and it keeps getting smaller and smaller as your focus increases, and this obviously just makes it easier for you to, when you draw, actually hit your target. It's not easy though. The mouse is incredibly floaty, and for some reason it really just needs to be on specific parts of your opponent's body. But hey, as you can see there, my focus is not bad at the moment. There we go, up to 70, 75, come on, can we get 80, 85? Do I see an 85? When your opponent reaches for their gun, press left mouse to draw your weapon, aim with the mouse, and shoot again with left mouse. So, you can actually draw early and get a dishonorable kill. There's no real disadvantage to doing that, other than I think it gives you less experience. But for someone like me who has so much trouble with the duels already, it's actually a good thing. But let's see if I can do it. I'm going to watch his hand really closely now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, shoot! I got him! Yes!
Shield
Ooh,
in a fair fight.
beautiful.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett.
I was so stressed out for a second there.
I finally reached those damn stables.
Chicken! No! No! How did I not hit that one? This one, you're going down, buddy. You're going down! What is this? What? Oh, wow. The immortal chicken finally bites the bullet. Cannot believe it. Let's get
Step
inside.
and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
And I like it. Honorably killed. I'm not even joking when I say that the duels are super difficult. Now, that one there specifically was not so bad, but from the next duel going forward, you actually need to control both your gun hand and your focus at the same time. And that gets a little bit tricky. But here is the end of mission or chapter score screen. Tells you everything. You know, you killed 68 enemies, which is ridiculous. I don't want to get into how ridiculous that is. Clearly an arcade game, because killing 68 people on one farmstead. Wow. Anyway, weapon of choice, rifle. Award of choice, head shot. Of course. So, let's have a look at what's coming next.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Grim. Incredibly grim. After Stinking Springs, Billy the Kid and Silas Greaves ended up in jail. They remained there until the spring. And there's another tip that I'm not going to bother reading. Let's get on with this.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Lincoln Jail, April 28, 1881. 4 months
He was
after the
with
arrest
John
of
Kinney's
Silas
gang.
Greaves.
They were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
4
I owed
months.
that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence.
Let's have a look. Deep pockets. Rifle ammo capacity increased. I'll take it. What's next? Fast rifle reload. That sounds useful. Okay.
Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
That's gotta suck. I'm doing so much for this Billy the Kid
My first
character,
order of business was finding a firearm.
but I get left out of the history books. No one remembers Silas Greaves. Let's do this. Wow, things are looking pretty grim in here.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
I love this. 10 gauge Whitney. Loud as thunder. Can cut a man clean in half. Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun. Even the shotgun has its own introduction. That's ridiculous.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
I don't know if I like this Billy guy. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that scattered gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet.
I gotta say, I absolutely love how certain parts of the game... Oh, look at that.
Kids escaped raised a huge ruckus.
Slow down while the rest of it still stays at the same speed. Watch this, watch this. Look at that. It just looks so cool. I really like it.
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
That they were. And I gotta say, using a shotgun from the rooftops just doesn't seem to make sense. Like the least accurate weapon in the game.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could.
Run,
Some of that
run,
wood was
run!
slippery as hell. Old tears up in arms.
That's it.
Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Go, 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 go! We can do this. Dude, I don't think it was sudden. One would expect to be a fugitive after killing 68 people. You know? Shh, shh, shh. Who's that talking? I'm actually okay? Wow, I made
So
it!
that
Yes!
bastard you were after. What did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
So that's it, that's Call of Juarez Gunslinger, and I gotta say I can't get enough of it, especially now after it's actually working as intended on my PC. As I mentioned before, I'm a sucker for absolutely anything Western, so the fact that the game was set in the Old West alone was enough to make me enjoy it. That fact alone, and yes, I am actually that easy to please. It really doesn't take much. I also think that the gameplay, and more importantly for a game like this, gunplay of the game feels solid and fun enough to make me want to play more. With a combo and scoring system, super challenging duels, and all the rest. The fact that the game also has that talent tree and proper character progression system, well, that just helps out even more. The story and the way it's being told with the animated cutscene seems interesting enough, thus far at least. And come on, who doesn't want to roll with Billy the Kid, Jesse James, the Dalton brothers, or even Butch Cassidy? That's amazing! I mean, I've obviously seen these guys in movies and stuff like that, but now I'm getting to interact with them in a game. Take them on in duels to the death! Oh, what more could I want? The sound and music were both good, and the voice acting was surprisingly great. I was kinda shocked, actually, and the fact that you've got Silas Greaves telling pretty much the entire story just makes it that much more important. So I am personally really happy that they nailed it with the voice actors. Now I need to mention again that my first impressions weren't all that positive, but now after just a single patch, man, what a fun game. In conclusion, I'd say that Call of Juarez Gunslinger is definitely worthy of a grand adventure. Yes, one of the grandest possible gun-toting Western adventures out there at the moment. Sure, it's not Red Dead Redemption, but it's still really, really fun. You can pick it up on Steam right the heck now for $15, and it should give you around 5 to 6 hours worth of story, plus all the extras from dueling and arcade mode. But that's gonna be it for this adventure worthy. Check back here soon for more. Subscribe if you like the content, like the video, and all that other good stuff. And most importantly, happy playing as Silas Greaves in Gunslinger. Happy that.